Welcome guys, welcome to our third class of Cooking with Ryan. I'm so excited to see you guys. You know, it's been a long time since we had our last cooking class, but today we'll be cooking chicken wrap and cake pops. So first, guys, can you guys get your bowl? Like any glass bowl or just a bowl to mix your cake in. Okay, and then now get your cake. I got a dark chocolate ganache. You guys, like I said, you guys could get any cake with any type of frosting on it. So you can go ahead and get your cake out. Okay, so first, what you want to do is, I know this makes it sound weird, but I want you guys to take off all your frosting, and we'll use that later when mixing. Okay? Okay, so I just want you guys to just take it all off. If you have cupcakes, do the same with your cupcakes. And just take it all off. Okay? So you should just be left with the cake and with no frostings on top. Okay, now we're gonna take your cake and then put it in the other bowl. So you can use all of your cake and just put it in the other bowl. Just put it in another bowl. If you have those gloves, you can go ahead and put them on right now. And we'll be using this to mix the cake. Okay, now let's smash it up. Let's smash up the cake. Crumble it up and crumble up your cake and make them very fine. Try to get rid of those clumps in the middle. This is what you guys should have. You know, something like very refined. No big clumps inside. Okay. Okay, next, so you get that frosting of yours. And then you might want, don't use everything, so we're not gonna use everything. So you might want to use probably just half of that frosting. Now I want you guys to mix it. Mix everything together, okay? So this is why you might want gloves, because it might get a little sticky. And if your cake is kind of not holding its shape, you can go ahead, just add a little more frosting. Just add a little at a time, don't add too much. And you can just have a bowl like this. So yeah. So now we're gonna be moving on to the next step is now we'll be shaping them into balls. You see a measurement, a 1 tablespoon measurement like this. This will help you shape your ball. If you don't have to, you can just roll it up in a circle yourself. So you just wanna get like a golf ball size, not too big and not too small, and just roll it just keep rolling it. Okay, and then you can just use this one tablespoon to help you shape it out. This is what you guys should have. A golf ball size shape. If you want, you just put it on the side and we'll get to that later, okay? So while the kids are making the balls, so if the parents want, they can help too. So now we'll be melting the chocolate. So while you guys are making the ball, you might want to just heat up 1.5 cups of chocolate chips or melting chocolates in a cup. Put it in the cup. You know, don't add any liquid, don't add milk, don't add anything, and then heat it up for 1 minute. Microwave the chocolate for 1 minute, and then I just kept stirring it. Just keep stirring it, and this is what it should turn out to. It shouldn't be too thick or too thin. So now we have our golf ball shapes. So you want to get your lollipop sticks. You want to dip it in your chocolate, Your stick should just be like that. And then just poke a hole into your cake pop. Okay, don't poke it all the way in, like until it pops out the other side. And you can just pop it through your cake pop. So you guys should have now. Oh, so if you guys can see, it's like the ball, and then this chocolate will help it make it so it won't fall off the stick. Guys, yeah, and so now you want to just put on a plate. Okay, so put it on your plate, and then you should put it in the freezer, okay? So it helps it make it hard faster rather than the refrigerator, okay? So next is the chicken wrap. Okay, so if you want, I got this type of chicken tenders, so you can go ahead and heat this up right now. Next is the tomato. So can everyone get their tomatoes out? So for those who haven't had them pre-cut, you can go ahead and cut them right now. So what I do, I just cut them down the middle. You just cut off like the stem part, and then you just cut it straight down. You guys should just have like half a tomato. So now next, let's get the lettuce. So for lettuce, you might want to get the smaller ones. So I picked out a few like smaller ones like these, if you want. The big ones you can, but just make sure to cut that in half. So let's now move on to the tortilla. So get your tortillas out. Okay, so I got the flour tortilla. You can just pick one out. So I got this one. Okay, and then now we can start constructing our chicken wrap. Get your chicken. So I redid my chicken. Yes, you can get one, and you can just put it down the middle. Or maybe you want to cut it in half if it's too big. You cut it in half at a side angle, and you just put it in like this. And then I'll get your lettuce. You can get your lettuce, put it right next to the chicken. And then next, get your tomatoes. Get a couple slices of tomatoes, and just put it on top of the lettuce. Get your ranch. So depending on how much you like ranch, you can add a lot, you can add a little. Go ahead and just pour it, just depending on how much you like. I just say about 1 tablespoon is fine. Now you can fold it. So you can fold it like this. So fold into like, it's not kind of like a burrito, it's a wrap. So you might fold it like this. And you can, if you have a toothpick, you can just poke a hole right through it. This is what you guys should have. So, you know, it should have, you know, it's not completely solid, but it should be able to stand up now by itself. Okay, now get your chocolate. You know, give it a stir if it's gone a little cold. Okay, so now to make your cake pop, get a cake pop and just dip it into your chocolate. If you need more chocolate, go ahead and feel free to melt your chocolate. So yeah, so it should, you know, turn out like this. Okay, and then you can add your sprinkles. So I got sprinkles, or you can add like cereal. It's completely optional, you know. You can add some cereal. Go ahead and just sprinkle that on. Okay, so sprinkle whatever toppings you want on top. So yeah, so I see Isabel. You know, you already added your sprinkles. Very good. Oh, so let me just. You can add your sprinkles like this. Okay, and then if you want, you can just put it into like a cup, or if you have like a cake pop rack. You know, I don't have one at home, but what I used when I made this was you can get a cardboard box and just poke a hole in it, and you can just put it on top. Or you can use like a cooling rack, just let it hang, just let it to dry. Bye everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, Carol. Thank you for joining. Bye Connor. Bye Jay.